Peeling back the layers of the part I've been playing for you. Used to be so easy. Now I get queasy when things start going wrong. And in this life we all know that the starting is the hardest.
I am having the hardest time with recording my intro. I don't know what it is. I stumble over my words, and this time like I kept messing up, and like I was like having to stop it, and they were only a few seconds long, and then I got pretty far in and then just bombed it. So trying again. I am Juanita from Woolly Bean, and I'm excited about today's episode. I needed to podcast today because I am co-hosting a make-along with Ahna from Brook Willow Knits, and it's all about vests. So the last episode was about sweater vests, and then Ahna released an episode sharing her make-along, and so I had messaged her telling her how excited I was to join in on her make-along, how much I was excited about vests, and offered to contribute a bag or in some way like something to the prizes, just because, I don't know, I had talked on here about doing a knit along, and so I was just happy to see that she was, you know, we were thinking the same thoughts. And so she invited me to co-host with her, and I readily agreed and joined. So it runs through March 1st, which is today, through April 30th. And it's 2 months. She made the nice point that a vest doesn't have sleeves, so it's not going to take you as long. There's also so many options as far as yarn weight. So you can pick, like I'm knitting the holiday slipover. It's probably, if I could just sit down long enough to work on it, it would take someone probably just a couple days. So, because it is a bulky weight. Also, it's a make-along because there's the options for knitting, for crocheting, and sewing. So sewing's not going to take you 2 months probably. I mean, sometimes it does for me for projects. Anyways, there is a nice prize at the end. So if you watch her episode about her make-along, she shares that prize. It's lovely, and I'm also going to contribute a bag to that prize. So let's see if there's any. I know she said she's going to share some things on Ravelry. You can check. We'll announce this on Instagram also today and tomorrow, I think. And feel free to join in at any time. So I do have my whip, because whips are welcome. And I had cast on the holiday slipover, and I had shared a little bit of it last week, and I thought I'd show you where I was at now. So this is a pattern by Petite Knit, and I am using, I can't remember the yarn, Chalet, and it's like a bamboo alpaca blend, and I'm holding it double because it's a worsted chainette type, and I'm holding it double, and I am not using a third strand of mohair or anything. And that's what I've got so far. I've got you start with the back, and then you knit so far down, and then you start on the shoulders and knit so far down, and the armholes are nice and big. And then you're going to pick that up, of course, and knit your ribbing for your sleeve. But I'm knitting the size small. I did swatch, but mostly just to see what the yarn would look like, because I tried it with mohair and I didn't want to do it that way because it already has so much bloom. Is that what it's called? Oh, my brain. But I am loving it. So not much longer. I'm modifying it to be a little bit more cropped, and then the ribbing on the sleeves won't be as wide or whatever as the one they have. So something that I really am excited about with vests is I think it's a great opportunity to stash dive. Sometimes, well, at least for me, in my stash, I have quantities of yarn where I have not quite enough for a sweater. Like I'm just a little bit of yardage short. And so I've like saved them to the side thinking, and usually it's like I've got them in a de-stash from someone else, or I bought them on sale somewhere at a local yarn store. And so I had saved them thinking I'll make a shawl or something, but right now I have vest fever, right? So I want to make a vest, and I think the yardage will work out just right. So a few ideas I have for that, some yarn I pulled out is I got this Quince & Co. Chickadee on a sale that they had a while ago. It is sport weight, and I have 3 skeins and they're 181 yards each. So a lot of, this is already sport weight. So I think like some of the patterns that stood out to me, the ones I mentioned in my last podcast, the one I was thinking about starting with was the Friday slip over, where it kind of has the rounded neckline, but I also really like the V-neck. But on the V-neck, I like where, I think it's, I don't know quite how they did it, but because they're holding a fingering weight with a lace weight, I think they hold one of them, I guess, but the on the ribbing is slightly, you know, it's like a different tone than the body of the vest. And I just really liked that detail. So I don't know quite how I would do that with this. So I thought maybe doing the Friday slip over, but I have to check yardage and all that. Did I do that? No, I haven't done that yet because I'm just kind of working on my holiday slip over one, but I pulled this. I think this will work for a vest. And then I have another option because I'm also trying to add more color because all my knitting projects, my Emerson, my holiday slip over, what was my other thing that I just finished my birch. Like I'm knitting with all creams and tans and beige and browns, which I love those colors. So I'm okay with that. But I thought, well, what if I want to pull in some color? So I'm going to show you some not color. I pulled this out of my stash. This is Easy Care Merino, and it is fingering. And I have 5 skeins of this. I don't even know. I can't find the yardage. 185 meters. So I have 5 of those in this like cool gray color. There's that. And then I pulled out this. I have some Woolfolk Far. So this is worsted. So I have to check. I think the weekend slip over was bulky if you knit this with mohair or something. I can't quite remember. But I have several skeins of this in this beautiful, warm, I don't know what color this you would like. I always like feel people like hold stuff up like, I think this is called gingerbread, but like, oh, this gingerbread, or this is like a cappuccino. I don't know. But it's so soft. I think I have another, yeah, I've got one I wound up already, so, or maybe I got it round because I think this was a de-stash. So I think this will make a great vest. And oh, I pulled this out because I didn't know. Remember when I got this Barocco remix? It's recycled fibers and it's nylon, cotton, acrylic, silk, and linen. And I got this initially to do when I was debating between the Emerson and what's it called? Beatnik, the Beatnik. Well, I decided since then that I did not want to knit the Beatnik, and I obviously started my Emerson knitting with something else. But I still have this glorious color. I kind of got scared. I was like, I don't know that I'll wear a pullover this bright. So I think it would be better as an accessory. And it is essentially, I mean, I think they call it worsted, but I don't, because it just is a medium 4. But to me, it's more like a DK. I have a sweater's quantity of this, and this might make a nice like spring vest just because it's not, you know, just 100%, it's not wool at all. So there's a few ideas, but I encourage you to stash dive, pull some out where you have a yarn that you're excited about, or maybe a color that you are not sure about wearing as a full sweater if you're scared of color like me. I mean, I'm not scared of color, but I am. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just talking. But stash dive and I don't know, kind of have some fun and play with it. I pulled out this Surrey alpaca from Autumn and Indigo. I don't quite have enough. I only have the one skein because it was like a grab bag mystery thing. And I also have some alpaca blaze that I thought of like holding with something from Hobby Yarns. It's a nice neutral color. Yeah, play with it, make a few swatches, come up with some fun ideas. I'm gonna do the same, and then next episode we can talk more about it and see where we're at. So I think that's all for today. Thank you so much for being here, and I really hope you join the make along. I'm suddenly questioning, did I give you all the details? If I didn't, please ask any questions below and I will be sure to answer them, but also check us out. Ahna from Brook Willow Knits on Instagram and her YouTube channel, or you can message me on either, you know, comment here on YouTube or message me on Instagram, and we're happy to answer any questions. All vests are welcome. No cardigans, no tank tops, but vests, pullover, open style, crochet, sewn, knit. We hope you join us. Bye guys. I got so excited about talking about all this, I forgot to tell you the name of the make along. Ahna, the clever and so cute Ahna, came up with it. Best Friends Make Along. So be sure to use that hashtag if you're sharing any pictures. Yeah, I think that's it. All right, bye.